Hi, I'm Eric Schwartz, CEO of CyrusOne. Safety at our data centers is a top priority. We invite you to take part in this short video that provides you with a framework of safety expectations while on site. During your visit, please be aware of your surroundings at all times and use best practices. Thank you for watching and welcome to CyrusOne.
Welcome to the CyrusOne Site Safety Orientation video. Thank you for visiting our CyrusOne data center. We know that workplace safety starts with you. So please join us for a brief facility tour that touches on some key ways you can stay safe during your visit. Each CyrusOne facility has a site-specific safety brochure that contains valuable safety information. You can choose either a physical brochure or one can be downloaded through a QR code to your phone. The security team at CyrusOne have all been fully trained in basic first aid and CPR, including use of an AED. Should medical assistance be needed, dial the emergency services number for your country directly, but please contact the GSD immediately thereafter. As you know, weather can change quickly, so always know where to go to stay safe. At CyrusOne, customer communications are used to share weather-related safety information to keep you weather ready. Should severe weather arise that requires seeking shelter, remember to remain inside the building. Go to an interior location and wait for the all clear to be announced. If an alarm sounds, it signals an exterior evacuation. If this happens, leave the facility in an orderly fashion, report to your muster locations, and account for your teammates. Our facilities team conducts standard rounds twice a day of all critical equipment. If you have a question about any noise from a mechanical room, CRE, or PDU, contact the facilities team for clarification. All electrical equipment should be viewed as live unless verified as otherwise. All power tools will be grounded or double insulated. It is required you use only heavy-duty and grounded extension cords. Do not overload circuits or extension cords and respect others that are working on electrical systems. A good rule of thumb is a minimum of 10 feet from any work being performed. A lockout is the placement of a lock or tag to notify others that equipment is being worked on. If you encounter a lock or tag, do not attempt to remove or operate that equipment. When it comes to the use of hand and power tools, there are a few simple rules to follow. Proper eye protection must be worn when using all hand and power tools. Follow the safety rules for any tool you are using and use it as intended. Do not carry portable electric tools by the cord. Keep your work area organized and return tools to storage when not in use. Know what personal protective equipment needs to be worn and wear it. It could save your life. PPE needs to be maintained and cleaned regularly. Damaged or broken PPE must be replaced. Long pants of heavy-duty material must be worn, no shorts or sweatpants, and all shoes must be closed-toed. Store all PPE properly when not in use. Ladders may be used on-site but are not provided by CyrusOne. So if you need one, bring one. Engage in safe ladder usage by inspecting the ladder to make sure it's in good condition. Get the right size ladder for the task. Properly climb the ladder, safely raise or lower supplies, and always make others aware that ladders are being used. Ladders are one of the most common tools used at the data center. Take time to think about your safety while on the ladder, but also consider the safety of others that may be in the area where the ladder is being used. Climbing on top of the cages is not permitted. If work needs to be done above the cage, approval from the local facilities team must be requested and evaluated for proper fall protection. Raised access floors are a critical component of data centers. There are times when it is necessary for tiles to be removed to gain access to equipment in the space below. Customers are never allowed to pull floor tiles. CyrusOne requires a physical barricade and signage to be deployed around the work area before performing work. Loading docks are found in all CyrusOne data centers and present a number of dangers. Use of any mobile equipment, such as an electric pallet jack or forklift, must be approved for use by the local facilities team. Non-CyrusOne designated personnel are not permitted to operate CyrusOne-owned forklifts or electric pallet jacks. Placing chains or closing the bay door will ensure that employees are protected from exposed edges. Be on the lookout for any slip and trip hazards and dispose of all plastic wrap and packing ties. Delivery trailers should be secured before unloading and utilize dock plates to ensure a smooth transition. Lastly, be aware of traffic and ensure drivers see you and you see them. In case of fire, always put your safety before property. Firefighting equipment is inspected on a regular basis. Tampering with fire equipment is prohibited, and all discharged, damaged, or missing equipment should be reported to a CyrusOne team member. Access to fire extinguishers must always be kept clear. Keep tools, materials, and equipment out of walkways and stairways, and remove debris from your work area promptly to reduce tripping hazards. Any hazardous materials and chemicals being brought on site by non-CyrusOne personnel will require approval from CyrusOne before they can be used or stored. Hazardous materials shall be labeled and handled in accordance with Safety Data Sheets, SDS. If protective equipment is required, use it. Confined spaces may be found throughout the facility. An example of a confined space would be an electrical vault or fiber manhole. Only authorized personnel are allowed to access these spaces. Construction is ongoing at many facilities, which includes renovations and expansions. Customers are continually working on equipment in and around their cages. Make sure that PPE is worn on site, including a safety vest, hard hat, safety glasses, proper work boots, and gloves. All visitors must check in with the general contractor and attend orientation prior to entry. Be aware of your surroundings and make sure the general contractor knows when you plan to be on any construction site. The Customer Safety Handbook can be found on CyrusOne.com. This is a reference guide of expectations, not to replace your company's safety compliance training. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. At CyrusOne, safety is important every day, all day. And remember, if you have any questions or concerns, please ask a CyrusOne team member.